Okay, so we left Jefferson, Missouri, and rode into Tipton, Missouri not long after that. And I gotta tell you, it really felt like they rode out the welcome wagon. I mean, I felt all warm inside. It's like they knew I was coming. It's like they knew 8 Ball was coming. Because they have this huge, tall water tower painted like an 8 Ball. And I said, wow, am I getting the key to the city? I mean, how do they know that I was coming? You're going to see it in just a second. It is gorgeous. So we rode through Tipton, and then I saw it from a distance. I turned my camera on, and then as we get closer to it, around this tree, there it is, 8 Ball. And I said, wow, it really rolled out the red carpet for me. How long did it take them to paint it? How did they know to have it ready on this day at this time? Because the reality is, those of you who know me, my bike is named 8 Ball. Case in point, here we go. So we felt really welcome riding through Tipton, Missouri. The reality, however, is Tipton back in the 60s was known as the world's or the leading manufacturer of billiard tables in the United States. That's why that water tower is there. Little history for you. All right, so then we roll into Kansas, and we found, just on a lark, searching Google the night before, what we thought was a great barbecue place. It's kind of like a Mission barbecue, that style of restaurant, and let me tell you, the ribs were spectacular. And as good as the ribs were, let me tell you, the sauce was even better. After I finished the ribs, I squirted the sauce on the bread and ate that too. That's how good they were. And yes, of course, we had to pay a visit to the local Harley Davidson dealership so that we could meet the people, chat for a little while, let them know who we were, where we were coming from, where we were going. Of course, get a poker chip. And since happened upon the corner for the local Harley owners group, their area, had to take a selfie and get a picture of their area, which is very nicely done for this dealership, Central Midwest chapter of Kansas. Now, everything was going pretty well. I like that 75 mile an hour speed limit. That's my kind of speed limit. But obviously, for this guy, 75 miles an hour wasn't fast enough because we have Kansas's finest pulling him over. Then we roll into Emporia, Kansas. Nice little small town America feel. Emporia, Kansas is known as the disc golf capital of the world. Bet you didn't know that. So every year they have a huge competition. I guess they have people coming from all over to ply their trade and to see how well they can do in the sport of disc golf. Everything was going well. It was threatening rain, but it hadn't rained all day long. We weren't that far away from Newton, Kansas, which is where we're staying this evening. And then this happened. Apparently, the Kansas Department of Transportation felt like they needed to mill 15 miles of road, and we had to ride this crap in the rain. It was absolutely horrible. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is I'm kind of a train nerd. This long Burlington Northern Santa Fe train. By my rough calculation, I was doing about 60 miles an hour. It took me about 40 seconds to pass this train, which, if the train was sitting still, that would have been about 6/10 of a mile long. However, the train was moving in the other direction. I don't know what speed. So that meant that train was probably over a mile long. Kansas has a lot of straight roads with very little turns or curves. So we rode in the rain about the last hour, just getting pounded. It rained a lot harder than what you're seeing now, but of course, I didn't have time to turn on my camera because I had bigger fish to fry, like staying alive. So we rode this into Newton, Kansas. It was horrible the last hour. It was hard to see, fog and visor, rain on the visor, and all that. But we made it to our destination safely, and we're at the Holiday Inn Express, and got in there, got checked in. It's the end of a 310-mile day from Missouri to Kansas. All right, see you soon.